Be intentional about everything in life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Be Intentional with Chesca, and I'm back again. Thank you all fans for waiting for me, and I'm here with season 2. It is season 2, and guess what? On episode 1, we're going to talk about gaslighting. What is gaslighting? Am I talking about the gas? Am I talking about lighting a gas oven? No. Gaslighting was a term that was coined and inspired by a film that was released between 1940 to 1945. And in this film, the man or the husband had the ability to manipulate his wife and gets the wife into that position where she wonders, am I going cuckoo? Am I losing my mind? She literally doubts her own judgment. She literally could not make her own judgment. She couldn't believe herself. At some point, she had to wonder, did I really say this? And that was a form of manipulation. But in season 2, episode 1, I want to talk about gaslighting. You may have been gaslighted before. I may have been gaslighted. Or we probably have been the ones who have gaslighted people and we don't know. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse. Or I would say is the highest form of manipulation you can ever come across. This is done so subtly and done in a way you can't really put a finger on. I mean, let's talk about physical abuse. You could come out with bruises. Anybody could see you have a black eye. But with gaslighting, it's very difficult to put a finger on. In fact, those who are being gaslighted even consider that as a gray area for it to be called abuse or to be referred to as an abuse. And as it's done slowly, you get so brainwashed that you get to doubt your own self, and it takes away your self-worth, your trust in yourself, and your sense of security. And that is what gaslighting does to you. In some cases, neither the abuser nor the victim is aware that this is happening. And if you are the victim, what happens is you develop a coping mechanism that makes you then tend to live in denial, just so that you can cope with the stress and all that goes with being maltreated or seeing them mistreatment as abuse. Now, the question is, have you ever been in any relationship, or do you know anyone? And by relationship, I'm not just talking about marriage. This is something that happens at work, between employers and employees. It happens with friends. It happens with parents and children. It happens even in the church, where you will be gaslighted and you are not aware that you are being gaslighted. So if you have ever found yourself in such a situation where everything seems to be your fault, everything you do has to be your fault, you seem to be tiptoeing around the person you are in the relationship with, sometimes you have to wonder, did I really do this? And you have to do everything to please them. Guess what? On Be Intentional with Chesca, we are going live with this and we're talking about this. So join me if you know anybody in a relationship like that, if you know anybody in a sentence where they're probably being gaslighted, if you've ever been in any relationship where you've had to doubt yourself, where you've had to question your judgment, where you know you are hurting, but you can't put a finger on. It's so difficult to tell somebody about it because you've really not got anything to put a finger on. How do you cope with it? How do you get out of such a situation? If it's a marriage setting, do you have to divorce? Do you have to leave? How do you support the person who is gaslighting you? If you love the person so much you don't want to lose the person, how do you deal with it? How are our churches dealing with gaslighting issues? These are things we're going to talk about. Maybe you have never been gaslighted, but you have a friend, you have a sister, you have a mother, a father, you know somebody you are in a relationship with who has gone through an emotional abuse, and they are not seeing it, but you can identify what is going on. Join in as well and let us learn how to support people who are in such situation. How do we help them get out? What do they have to do? Join me on Be Intentional with Chesca. We are going live on Sunday the 20th of May at 5 p.m. and the time is 5 p.m. UK time. Join me on Facebook Live and we're going to have this discussion. It's here. It's season 2. It's episode 1. What do we call it? Gaslighting. I'm counting on you. Bring your questions. Bring your ideas. Find out about it. Let's see how we can empower each other. I love you all.
About everything in